we've got someone in the chat. We've worked through the DMs. We've made friends. We've found the obstacle that they're struggling with. We've said like, hey, I work with this all the time. Let's jump on a call and unpack this.
Yep.
How do we do a good online consult? What's the main differences between face-to-face and online?
There's nothing. You're just not showing. You just don't get an opportunity to show them if you don't have the confidence to in a face-to-face scenario. You can show them the product.
Yeah.
So they get a taster of it. But the concept's the same. It's like connect with the person, assess the situation, get as much information as possible, solve the problem, and then enroll them in your service. It's like we call it the case method. And it's like if you just go into everything with that connect, assess, solve, enroll, it's like you'll crush it.
That was like Steph Curry at the 3-point line.
Yeah, you know why? It's because I've just fucking doubled down on that for the last 2 weeks.
The case method just fucking rolled out like that.
Yeah.
Well done, bro.
Yeah, well, it's... yeah.
But 100%, it isn't any different.
No, it's not. It's like break the ice, make the person feel comfortable, give them a bit of a rundown on why they're here, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just like you're assessing their current situation, what hasn't worked in the past. If it has worked, why are they here now? What would they like? Any other pieces of information that you can gather so that you can move to the next part, which is like, okay, so this is what it's going to look like, and this is what we're going to do. And then, does this sound right? Do you have any questions? Move it on. Cool. This is how it works.
Yeah.
This is how we run our online coaching. This is what you get.
Yeah.
And this is how much it is. When would you like to start?
I think being prescriptive online is even more important than face-to-face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think people face-to-face, the consults are harder to get going face-to-face because they know less about you.
Yeah, and sometimes like they've been given to you.
Yeah.
As like a mandatory thing for the gym. So this person doesn't know what it is. So then it's on us to like kind of do a little bit more work.
They've got way more recon on you in an online consult than they do face-to-face. Yeah. Whether it was a phone call, whether it was a kickstart, like whatever, where the lead came from, they know more about you online.
Of course.
So usually that initial part's easier to get through. But it's also easier to ghost on the sale.
100%.
So you need to be even more prescriptive, not just like, so like, would you like to do training?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, cool. So this is everything you need, right? Yes.
Yeah.
You think my coaching, if it offers this, this, and this, will solve all of those problems. Yes. Will it get this outcome? Yes. You've done all the test closes all the way through. And then it's just like, sweet. So it's this much per week. It's this minimum term. I can have your program set up by Monday.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. Awesome. I'll send you the direct debit.
Yeah.
Fill that out and we'll get started.
Yeah.
It has to be prescriptive online.
Yeah.
You have to be confident in it.
Yeah.
Because you'll miss way more. And I think the likelihood of people coming back is even lower. Because once they check out of the computer, it's like you're just fucking thing in there.
Gone into the matrix.
Yeah, you don't exist.
Conviction is everything. That's like, it doesn't matter where you're operating business, like you need conviction. So I would be always just making the assumption that once you've profiled that this person is the right fit for you, you just speak to them as if they're your client until they become your client.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Onboarding
has to be seamless.
First 2 weeks, you don't get a chance to see them. So I know you have really good protocols in terms of like first day, 3 days.
Yeah.
What do you go through in that first week, 2 weeks to make sure that they're on the right track?
Yeah, so your onboarding should already been like I said, you've got this like prospect to client journey, and then you have the client journey from there onwards. So it's like, as soon as they sign on that dotted line that they're becoming your client, what happens from that point onwards? Like that all has to be structured. So they should get some form of welcome email, downloading them, like giving them more information on what's going to happen next. If it moves to a training app, like how do they access their program? Like what are all of the things that you would like that person to know in a sequence? Because obviously people can only download so much information at once. So you're like, okay, well, what's the most important block of information that they need to increase their experience? And what is everything else that they need to know after that that's going to mildly improve their experience with you? I believe the first 2 weeks is the most vital, and I believe that the first 72 hours sets up the first 2 weeks, and then the first 2 weeks sets up the next 12 to 16 weeks, which is most likely the minimum term.
Yeah.
So you have to touch base with that person to just see what they need support with. Most of the time, like adults just don't want to ask questions because they don't want to sound stupid. They think that they're like eating up your time, irrespective of the fact that they're paying you for a service. So you have to make the assumption that they need help, and like you'll just have to prompt that gateway of communication and remove the friction of that. So I would be, welcome email, touching base with them after you've seen them. The next day, just make sure they've got everything that they need. 2 to 3 days later, same thing, like, hey, touching base with questions. And then from there, it's just, making sure that they're abiding to whatever service that they have, be it like a weekly check-in or whatever. And I think if you do that, it exponentially increases the likelihood of that person getting good results, and it exponentially increases the likelihood of that person staying beyond the minimum term.
Yeah.